Connection. I'm your host, Donald Marquez, and it's a little wet outside, so be very, very careful. Slip and hit somebody in a car accident, and that's not fun. I'm gonna have a little confession. I was in a car accident last week. Yours truly, yes, Donald Marquez was in a car accident, and it was not fun. I was downtown. I was a little turned around with the construction and everything, and just had an accident, and it was my fault. Believe it or not, it was my fault. I'm not a perfect driver. I've never had an at-fault driver ever in my life, at-fault accident ever in my life. However, I'm gonna share this with you because of the experience, and I have to share this with you because there's things I didn't know about an at-fault accident and what happens when you are in an at-fault accident. As far as being there and involved, I've been involved in accidents that was not my fault. I've been hit several times in accidents that was not my fault. However, I'm driving. I made a illegal left turn, which again I was turned around. I didn't understand the signage, and I was hit by a young lady. I hope they're okay. They had to go to the hospital. It was a significant accident, and my car also was towed. Now, what I found about the car that had my car had to be towed because I am in an auto club. One of the officers informed me that I should have the auto club contact the auto club immediately, have them come pick up my car versus my car going into impound. Because when your car goes into impound right after an accident, you have to pay those impound fees. They're very expensive, and then I understand, to my understanding, they don't take care of your car as they should if, in fact, you had a motor club that will come out and pick up your vehicle. So if you are in an at-fault accident or any accident, be very careful, before just when you plot your day, just don't be in a hurry. Just take your time. But when you are, this is good information that I found out. Call your auto club right away, if you can, and have them come pick up your vehicle, because it's hundreds of dollars to get it out of impound, and they don't take care of your car as well. However, I called my auto club immediately. They came out, towed my vehicle to the dealership to get it repaired. So if this has happened to you, or just good information if it happens to you in the future, we never get up and say we're gonna have a car accident. These things happen. People tell me when they come to get an auto insurance, I've never had a car accident. I don't get into car accidents. Well, that's you're predicting that you're never getting a car accident. That's great, but I thought I would never get into one either. That's my fault. But I've been hit several times by other cars. That was not my fault, but this accident was my fault. Excuse me, it was my fault, and again, I was dazed. I didn't go to the hospital, but the young ladies that I hit, they went to the hospital, and again, I was just turned around and misunderstood the signage, made a left turn, and we impacted. And it was a significant impact. My car's in the shop. I think their car was totaled out. That's how significant the accident was. But this is why you have car insurance, and this is one of the topics we're going to talk about today because. If you have the minimum car insurance, which I'm so glad the state of Nevada did raise the car insurance limits as far as a bodily injury. For many years, it's $15,000 per person, $30,000 each accident. When you contact me and you're looking for auto insurance, I understand you're looking to save money. We're going to do that too. But for me, with my experience, it's 24 years in the insurance business, primarily selling auto insurance. We sell a lot of life insurance, but for over 20 plus years in the insurance industry, I just strictly sold auto insurance, not as much life insurance like I do today. However, in that 20 years experience selling only auto insurance, I've learned that people want cheap insurance, and I don't like to use that word, but when you're in an accident and your insurances are below or just the state minimums, you get what you pay for in this business. You get what you pay for. My focus is this. When you come to see me for an auto insurance quote, we're going to try to give you better coverages at a lower price. That's my goal, to give you better car insurances at a better price. I have people coming in. I said, we're not going to have the state minimums. We're going to bump them up a little bit for you to give you much better protection. Because when you are in the car accident, and don't say I don't get into car accidents, because you don't wake up in the morning, get in your car, go about your day, or get off from work, go about your day, getting home, and have plan to have a car accident. That's something you don't plan. I just surely didn't plan when I got off. I left my office to have a car accident last Thursday, but I did. But I did, and you kind of rehearse everything over your mind. What if I'd have did this differently? If I'd have did that differently, it could have made a difference, maybe. But that didn't happen. It didn't happen. However, when you are in a car accident, you want to make sure you get checked out if necessary. Get checked out right away by a physician. Get X-rays. Make sure you're okay. And again, I hope the people that I hit in the car accident, well, actually they hit me because I was making a illegal left-hand turn. They're okay, but both airbags deployed, and their car was pretty damaged, pretty good. But fortunately, my car had damages, but it wasn't as like that. Their car's total out. Their car's total out. That's a significant error. It scared me. It really did. My whole life flashed in front of me. And I keep it real right here at Power 88. I'm an insurance agent. I'm not superhuman, but I do have I make mistakes, and I made a serious mistake, and people had to go to the hospital as a result of my mistake, only because of the signage. I just couldn't. I thought I had the left right way to go. I saw a sign, but it was for a bus lane sign, and I made that left turn, and wow, I regret it, and won't do that again. I won't do that again. But my name is Donald Marquez. This is your Insurance Connection. If you had an accident recently and you need to go get checked out, one of the things you need to do is take your car to a reliable repair facility. If you need to pay your deductible, sometimes you have to. Sometimes you can get around paying your deductible if you take a cash settlement. However, when you are in a car accident, and if you just tuned it in, I did have a car accident last Thursday. If you are in an auto club, call the auto club right away before the impound come out and get your car, because it's going to cost you hundreds of dollars to get your car out of impound. Plus, they don't, to my understanding, they don't take care of your vehicle like they should as far as picking it up. They just drag it on the tow truck and haul it to the impound and drop it off, and it may even cause more damage to get your car repaired. And but if you can, call the auto club, have them come out, pick up your vehicle. They're going to take care of it a lot better, and it's not going to cost you hundreds of dollars because you've already paying for that auto club fee. It comes with the benefit. My name is Donald Marquez. This is your Insurance Connection. Any questions, comments? I'm going to open up the phone line, 702-647-3688, 702-647-3688. Brian is standing by to answer the phone and patch you through to me. And, today is a slippery, wet day. It's going to rain, to my understanding, until tomorrow. So you want to be extra cautious. Give yourself a little extra time to get to your destination, because you don't want to have a car accident. It does haunt you a lot, and again, there's nothing you could do about it. Once you do have a car accident, you want to make sure you're physically okay. And if you can walk away from the accident, you want to make sure you're okay. Cars can be replaced and repaired. Cars can be replaced and repaired, but you want to make sure you're okay. And wear your seatbelts. That's very important. Do not text and drive. That is one of the leading causes of car accidents today, is texting and driving. People are on the phone with the held phone. Put it on speakerphone. Is that call that important? You're not that important to be texting and driving. Come on now. Whatever you have to do can wait until you get to your destination and to text and drive, or even pick up the phone, or get your phone set up through your stereo system in your vehicle. That's common today, where you can set your phone up to pair it with your through your stereo system in your vehicle. So if you do need to answer that call, you can just answer a call by way of your technology in your car. Most cars have that today. And if you have an old school ride, they can even upgrade that too. They can put a new stereo in it so you can answer your phone and keep it. But that keeps you safe. That keeps you safe on the road today. It keeps you very safe, other than picking up your phone and talking to whoever you need to talk to while you're driving. But texting and driving, there's no excuse for it. There's absolutely no excuse at all, because you're putting yourself in a lot of danger, and others too, going down the road that you may hit and cause a very serious car accident. My name is Donald Marquez. This is your Insurance Connection. And again, accidents do happen, but we don't plan for it. They don't say, well, I've never had an accident and I'm a great driver and da-da-da-da. Yeah, well, I am too. But it happened to me, and I'm going to share that little information with you today. And again, call me today and any questions or comments, 702-647-3688. We want to come in and we can do a auto insurance review with you. We can sit down with your auto insurance coverages. we like to have a deck page in front of us so we can look at your current car insurance coverages. We can look at your current car insurance coverages. We also want to look at your effective date. Now, I'm not looking at what you're paying. I mean, you're paying what you're paying. You don't have to black it all out. Some people want to black it out like I'm paying some kind of. It's not like that. We put the information in the computer. It gives us a number. Nothing we can do about that. These are your coverages. It's a la carte. You pick out what you want. You know, I look at your policy, and I'm gonna give you recommended coverages. The recommended coverages. I'm gonna recommend what you should have on your auto insurance to cover yourself. You know, a young lady came in yesterday. Joanne came in. Hey, Joanne. She's listened to me for the last 3 years. She said, I've been listening to you for the last 3 years, and I finally decided to come in. I've been on the air for 5, so Joanne, thank you for coming in. And I got her some auto insurance, and she's happy with the coverages. She has much better coverages at a lower rate. So this is what happens at your insurance connection. I'm an insurance broker. I do the shopping for you. It doesn't cost you anything. The insurance companies compensate me. My location is right on the corner of Sahara and Rancho in the U.S. Bank building. I'm located on the 8th floor. I work by appointment. My phone number is 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624. We're also live on Facebook right now, and I want to thank the listeners that's on Facebook that ask questions, and we're going to go right to Facebook, our Facebook listeners, and see what the questions we have today. Good morning, Frank.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm better now.
Yeah, sorry about that car accident.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. We have a few questions. None of them are auto related, though. So
that's fine. I do it all: auto, home, life.
All right. The first one's about renter's insurance. This person says that they have renter's insurance for their leased home. They have expensive things like jewelry, fur coats, minks, and diamond rings, and wants to know, can those be on the renter's policy, or is there a special policy for expensive items?
Now, that's called an endorsement. We can endorse your renter's and also homeowner's insurance that you live in, your primary residence. We can endorse the over and above the limits that we automatically give you on the policy. Now, you have to keep in mind, when you have a renter's insurance policy or a homeowner's insurance policy, jewelry is included. Now, it does have a limitation on the jewelry. It's usually up to a $5,000 limitation, minus your deductible. So if you have a $1,000 deductible, really your jewelry is only $4,000. That's combined whether it's one item or whether it's 3 or 4 items. Regardless, your limitation comes on the policy automatically. Up to a certain dollar amount, you have to read your policy and see what it is. Now, if you need more coverage on your jewelry, that's called an endorsement. So you may need an appraisal. They may need to take pictures to prove, in fact, that the jewelry is worth over and above. And yes, it is going to cost you extra money. Whether it's a renter's insurance policy, whether it's a homeowner's insurance policy, because what you're doing, you say, I have $20,000 worth of jewelry. My homeowner's insurance or my renter's insurance policy is only worth $5,000. I need an additional $15,000 to cover it if in case there is a loss, for someone steals your jewelry or lost it, or we call mysterious disappearance. If your jewelry is mysteriously disappeared, you really know who it is. Probably Reggie. You had Reggie over for the weekend, and well, my ring just disappeared. But Reggie was here. I don't know what happened, but Reggie, call Reggie. He might have it. Reggie got needs. However, that's called mysterious disappearance. Or you could be somewhere out and your ring just come up missing. It does happen. But that's called mysterious disappearance. You want to get coverage, and if you need more coverage that's already given to you on your renters or in homeowners policy, that's called an endorsement. For more information, contact me at 702-236-2624. My name is Donald Marquez. This is your Insurance Connection, 702-236-2624.
All right, this next one is a life insurance question. This person wants to know what happens when both the primary and the contingent beneficiaries pass away.
The primary and the contingent beneficiary pass away, but the insured is still living, to my understanding. So that question means, so the primary has passed away. Let's say a spouse is the husband, because we're usually, percentage-wise, we go first. So the husband is the primary beneficiary. The wife is still alive. She's the insured. She's the insured individual on the life insurance policy. Now, the husband passes away, and now the contingent beneficiary passes away, because when the husband passed away, the contingent beneficiary moved and moved up automatically to the primary beneficiary's position without you having to do anything. You may want to contact your life insurance company and let them know your primary passed away. You need to change the beneficiary form to bring that contingent up to the primary position. However, if you don't make that change, the contingent, that's what that person is there, just in case the primary passes away before the insured person passes away. But now, in this scenario, both primary and contingent beneficiary passed away, that you need to change the beneficiary form. You know, the insured is still alive. You need to change the beneficiary form to add another beneficiary on because both primary and contingent beneficiaries have passed away. You need a beneficiary on your life insurance policy. If you don't have a beneficiary on your life insurance policy, this is very important, extremely important, because that policy could go into kind of like a probate situation, and then they're trying to find the next of kin. Or if you do have a life insurance policy, and this comes up quite often, let the beneficiary know they're the beneficiary and let them know what the policy is. Actually, you can give the beneficiary the policy. There's absolutely nothing they can do with the policy. They can't make any changes because you are the owner of the policy. Now, if you need your beneficiary to be an owner of the policy, you just need a form to fill out to change ownerships. What that does, it allows the beneficiary to make any type of changes just in case a person goes into a nursing home, especially if they're getting ready to go to a nursing home. You want to change that ownership to someone else other than the insured. Now, the person still is insured. You still are the primary beneficiary. You're the owner, and you may be even paying the policy too. So you can have those three positions. And if you need to change checking accounts, addresses, you have the right to do so. But I get this a lot. As a primary beneficiary or as a payer of a policy, but you're not the insured or the owner, you cannot make any changes at all. That's why I encourage people, if you do have a life insurance policy, let the beneficiary know they are the beneficiaries. If you have more, let them know what the policy is. That's real important, so they don't have to tear your house up trying to find the policy, because now they're grieving because of the loss, and also they have to deal with the financial, the last closing out your estate, the final expense. I call this the final expense. A lot of people miss the boat on this final expense. We don't understand how much it costs until you lose a loved one. Now, if you haven't lost a person in a long time, it's about $15,000. Do not let that happen to you. That's just for the service. That's not including closing out if you have to pay a mortgage, car payments, fly out of town. For more information, contact me. My name is Donald Marquez. We can help you with those final expense policies. 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624. I represent 67 life insurance companies. We can find a policy that will fit in your budget, that's right for you, that will fit. And if you have a term policy, let me say this, because I review a lot of term. Most term policies are designed for you to outlive. Most term policies, I would say by a high 90%, the people that have term will outlive that policy in the high 90%. Okay? You have to do something with the term policy. It is not till age 95 like most of them say. Now, if you have a 20 or 30-year term insurance policy, after that term is over, then you go into the extended term. That policy is going to go from like maybe $300 a year to $10,000 a year. Yeah, I've seen jumps like that. Depends on your age. And what they'll do, they'll pull that money right out of your account automatically because you didn't say, no, hey, stop the change. They make some changes to the policy. But if you don't do nothing at all because you misunderstood the information that was given to you, or you just didn't review your policy, that policy is going to make an adjustment when the term ends. Whether it's a 10-year term policy or a 30-year term policy, that policy will make a rate adjustment guaranteed. Guaranteed. For more information, call me. Let's sit down and have an insurance review. Doesn't cost you anything. 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624. If you have a loved one that doesn't have any life insurance, don't think that they cannot be insured because they have diabetes, lupus. We can insure people with lupus, diabetes, cancer. As long as they have a life expectancy over 12 months. if they have a life expectancy less than 12 months because they've been given some really seriously bad news, transitioning shouldn't be a bad news, but it's life. It is life. But if you're gonna live, and you have a life expectancy over 12 months, we can get your life insurance policy. 702-236-2624. 702-236-2624.
All right, you got one more question. This person says that their father received their mother's $200,000 life insurance policy, even though they've been divorced for many years. He wants to know, can he use it to pay off his existing home loan without any tax penalties, or would it be better if he had the money, if his father had the money gifted to him to avoid the tax penalty?
No, so that's a good question. There's no on the insurance. Now, this happens too a lot. Mm-hmm. If you're divorced and you've moved on to another marriage, however, your primary beneficiary is from your first husband or your first wife, and you have made no changes. I see this too at your insurance connection. That primary beneficiary is a primary beneficiary, regardless of who's that spouse was married to. Now, I've seen it where a lady's been married three times, and she passed away, but her first husband was the primary beneficiary, and he was still living. He got the money. Now, the other two husbands were a little upset about it, but, again, they didn't get a review. This happens. This happens quite often. And, if in fact that's happening to you, if you have been divorced and your name has changed and you moved on and you're trying to close out that final business, but usually with the first husband, the reason why they stay on is because they have children together, or for whatever reason, or they just didn't take the time out to change, or they thought it's going to be automatic. I hear all these different excuses, but that person that inherits that is the beneficiary that receives that benefit, it is a tax-free benefit. Let me say that again. A life insurance policy is a tax-free benefit. You don't owe any. You can get $1 million life insurance policy, lost a loved one, receive $1 million life insurance policy. You don't have to claim that as income on your income taxes. That's a tax-free benefit. That's like that rainy day money. Like the day is raining, people say, I need to put some money away for a rainy day. Now, if you're really terrible about saving money, what better way than get your life insurance policy? That's putting like hundreds of thousands of dollars instantly in your estate, instantly in your savings account. Now, money you can use in the future if you need to, because we do have whole life policies that build cash value. We have universal life insurance policies that build cash value. And over time, now the younger you are, of course, your cash value is going to build up a lot higher because you have what we call the rule of 7. Every 7 years, your cash value could double, or it could almost double, So it just depends on when you bought the policy. It depends on the wording in the contract. Now, the interest rates on these life insurance policies are around about 2 or 3%. If you bought a policy years ago, back in the 90s, and you've never utilized your cash value, you may be sitting on a valuable asset if you need some money. So, give us a call. I remember one incident where a young lady came in to see me. She had over $16,000 of cash value. She needed $8,000 to take care of some business. She said, I need the $8,000. I don't know how much I have here. And I said, well, you have $16,000 to utilize, but you want to have a plan to pay that money back. Now, if you have borrowed money from your life insurance and you haven't paid the money back, you definitely need a life insurance review. You do. You definitely need a life insurance review. Now, there are some term policies out there you cannot convert over to universal life or whole life. Those prime policies are Prime America now, and it is what it is. If you have a Prime America policy, you cannot roll it over to a universal life or a whole life policy. I probably want to sell you a different policy, but if you have a Prime America policy, now that's what we're talking about. They just strictly sell a term contract where you cannot roll it over to universal life. Now, the policies that I offer, if you do have term is a policy that you may or may not have to do anything with in the future, other than get your term, you keep it for 10 years or 5 or 10 years, and you want to roll it over to universal life. You want to roll it over to a whole life product. And the reason why is that way you don't have to insure, you're insurable. It doesn't matter because whatever you started with, like I said, if you started with $100,000, you can roll that universal life insurance policy, that term life insurance policy over to universal life or into a whole life product. Now, if you can't afford the $100,000 on a whole life or universal life, converting that term over to universal life or whole life, then you can always adjust the policy face amount down to something that you can afford. For more information, my name is Donald Marquez. I want you to bring your life insurance policy in. You do have options if you have term, but the Prime America term contract, I've seen many of those contracts, and it does not have the conversion element in it where you can roll it over. You can roll it over to your whole life or universal life insurance. My name is Donald Marquez. This is Your Insurance Connection. 702-236-2624. 702-236-2624. There were some great questions, Frank. Thank you. There were some great questions. It is always good to get those questions. And we're on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. Check out, make a post, view the videos. We have plenty of videos on YouTube. And, just put a comment in there, question or comment. It's always welcome. But, what I want you to do really is give me a call. Let's sit down and have an appointment. Review your auto, home, life insurance. And I'm getting a lot of calls today. Just keep on calling. The phone is just blowing up. I'm going to call you right after the show. If you can't contact me by way of phone, you can always text me. Maybe at work and you can't pick up the phone and call me. Text me at 702-236-2624, 702-236-2624. And keep it locked here, Power 88. We have a lot of great talk shows. We have Sheila Smith that's coming on tomorrow. She does loans, and she does a great job of getting people refinanced, getting people financed so they can go out and look for their dream home. And also we have Fridays right here, Power 88 from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock, Like It Is Radio with Cheryl Lightford and Ramon Savoy. And they talk about social events, political events, everything about the community, and it's a different show every single week. So keep it locked right here. Also, Friday, we will be broadcasting this Friday from 9:30 to 10 o'clock. We broadcast every second and fourth Friday on Fridays. Every Tuesday right here at Power 88. Every Tuesday right here at Power 88. We're on from 9:30 to 10 o'clock. I've been on the air now for the last 5 years right here at Power 88. The all-new Power 88. It's a brand new studio and also facility right in the same location, but they moved over from the old building. We was in the old building years ago, and we're in this new facility now. This is your radio station. Come and donate. You don't have to wait till the donations. They start the donation drive. You can come here and donate money to Power 88. This is our community radio. Can you imagine Vegas without Power 88? I can't. I don't want to. So when they do have their fundraisers, please get involved. Just come out, come check out the station. This is our station. And if you want to give a little something, they take all donations. Tell me you heard it right here. Your Insurance Connection. My name is Donald Marquez. My time is up. I want everyone to be safe out there. Really be safe. Take my word for it. We're going to do this again this Friday from 9:30 to 10 o'clock. I want everyone to be safe. Have a great week. Until then, just keep it crispy. Thanks for listening.